What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades, where we give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason I started this channel is because a couple of years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that I am now a financially free guy. And furthermore, just to validate the commenter that said that I'm probably broke, I am not broke whatsoever. I'm doing pretty well for myself. I'm an active duty officer in the Army. I've got a pretty decent amount of cash for being 23 years old, and I could not be happier. So lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos daily, multiple times a day. So today we're going to be doing a follow-up on ticker symbol JAGX, Jaguar Health Incorporated. I put out a video on this yesterday, and I said, guys, we saw an abnormal spike in volume right here, and if you've been along with me for the ride for a little while now, you know that I pay very close attention to volume and unusual volume trends, and I said, hey guys, this stock is going to pop off tomorrow. I see it going over $1 pretty easily, and if you were able to get in at any point today between 80 cents and $1, you are up in the after hours right now more than 100 freaking %. That is some filthy returns. I hope that you guys were able to get in on this. I hope that you were able to take advantage of the video and make some quick margin. That is an absolutely filthy return. And honestly, it may be going further. So just briefly, we're going to touch on something that I looked up real quick. I wanted to show you guys the overall price target given by an analyst on JAGX, and it is $5. Now, take in mind that this is just one analyst, so that is one person. Make sure you keep that in the back of your mind. But there are a couple of things to keep in mind here. So the points below can provide you with additional insight regarding what the price, target, and recommendations metrics in the table above mean for investors. JAGX has a greater number of analysts covering the stock than practically none of all U.S. stocks. Jaguar Health's variance and analyst estimates is lower than almost 100% of all U.S. stocks. They have a huge upside potential of 95.76%, etc. I will leave a link to this in the description box down below. And I also have a Reddit article right here that I will leave in the description box. It is very long, but this is a due diligence article. So if you'd like to read up on JAGX and what you're getting your money into, that does seem like a very solid investment. Now, one thing that I do want to show you guys, I Googled JAGX news, right? And you can't find anything. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, why are you telling us this? And that's my point exactly. This stock is shooting up for almost no reason whatsoever, and I don't think that's by coincidence. I can see this being for two main reasons. One, this is a pump and dump. That is possible. That has happened in the past. Or two, there's something going on, guys. And I think more likely there is something going on, guys. I was made aware by subscriber Mike Sanchez of something, so listen to this. Tuesday is their webinar, normally around 11 a.m. EST, and there will likely be an announcement. We are expecting, a pullback after, but it is off to the races. This is the big thing. If the SPAC merger is official of 25 to 50 million euro investment, and the EU presence could shoot this up to $2 or more. Well, you can see we have not even had a possible SPAC merger announced yet, but I am assuming and anticipating that that is why this stock is shooting up so much, guys. I do think there is a potential that we see JAGX merging with another company. I've read a couple of different Reddit links of people discussing it. They are just rumors, so there's risk involved, right? Nothing's guaranteed in the market, but I think a lot of people are anticipating that, and you can see a huge amount of volume here, more interest than usual on JAGX, and that is going to change the way that I play this stock. So I will show you my personal position in the stock. I do have a position in JAGX at $1.13. and I do have 900 shares. So I unfortunately didn't have a lot of extra dry powder hanging around. I had most of my my money in BioNano BNGO, but I did cash out of that at $5.90, made a quick 150% profit in a couple days, and I did establish a position in this at $1.13. Now that is higher than I gave for you guys for an entry point. However, I was really liking what I was seeing on the technical charts here, and I do think that it is going to continue to run up. You can see that in the after hours, it is looking like we are going to see a gap up from the close at $1.78, and we have already risen 118% margin today. So guys, if you got in at 80 cents, you are doing so freaking well. That is filthy margins, and I am so pumped that you guys were able to make some quick cash if you got in on this investment. So pat yourselves on the back. I'm glad that you get to buy yourself a nice pancake dinner, but let's get into some levels that we need to watch for here. So This is uncharted territory, right? This is very hard to look at from a macroscopic point of view. What I will say is we do have a support level right here at a prior resistance of $1.29 to $1.30, and we have tested that. You know, if we do zoom in right here on the 6-month chart, you can see that we tested $1.29, it was rejected, and we saw some pretty immediate growth up towards $2, which is where we're flirting at right now, is above this $2 range. I do anticipate if in the after hours we continue to see a run up, you know, if we can break past $2, I would not be surprised with $2.20, $2.30, $2.40, $2.50. If you wake up in the morning tomorrow and regular market hours, this stock is trading for $2.40 or 50 cents, I would not be surprised whatsoever. Now, the volume moving average, I do have the volume weighted moving average here. It is a little bit different than the volume moving average. If we pull up the VMA, the difference is that this right here takes into consideration the amount of volume that is being traded on the stock. So with that taken into consideration, we are still extremely bullish, and I think we are going to continue this trend, right? Nothing's guaranteed in the market. However, I do think this is worth holding on to more as a swing trade rather than a day trade, just based on the possibility of a SPAC merger deal that is announced tomorrow. Now, you are going to want to pay very close attention to whether or not that is announced, because if it is not announced, I anticipate that we will see a pretty harsh sell-off on the stock. And if that is at 11 a.m. EST, that would be 10 o'clock Central Time, which is where I am in Minnesota. So do be watching for that. I am definitely going to be watching for that. And if you do see news come out, I anticipate that we're going to continue to run up. We're continuing to have this extremely bullish run. And this stock could honestly push $3, $4, maybe even $5 like that analyst had mentioned. So I think this chart is going to be more useful for you guys, the 1-day, 1-minute chart. So we are going to draw up levels of support. We do have a pretty solid support right here at $1.63. And then again at about $1.70, right? So we've got 2 different touch points here. We had a false breakout, came back down, pushed through, came back down, and right now we're trading just around $2. So these are pretty solid support levels. We've got another support level sitting right here at right about $1.58. So there's a pretty decent amount of price action, and honestly, I'm very satisfied with the way that this stock moved today. There was not a lot of you know, the resistance levels got pushed through pretty easily, right? Usually you see, you know, one resistance level push through and then some consolidation for a couple of hours, but this honestly just saw a really solid overall trend line of growth. Like, if you look here at this right here, you're probably looking right around there at the end of the day, but we did not push that at all. We are very highly above. We shouldn't have, honestly, I'm surprised. I thought maybe we would touch the highs that we saw previously at $1.30. I did not anticipate we'd break $2, but that's not something I mind being wrong about. I'm just glad you guys made a lot of money if you were in on this stock. So I do think this is worth holding, as I had mentioned before. So if you do have a position in this stock, I would personally hold it. I am going to hold it. You know, I am up, you know, considering the after hours and the regular trading hours, right around 70%. And I do think there's going to be some more upside. So if you are looking to sell, if you're nervous that the stock is going to tank, I would recommend setting a trailing stop loss. Now, I have been asked by a couple of people what a trailing stop loss is, and essentially a trailing stop loss is a way that you can sell your stock based on dropping a percentage from a certain price. So sitting at $2 right now, if I set a trailing stop loss of you know, 10%, that would be 20 cents, right? So if it went from $2 to $1.80, it would sell me out of my stock, and then I would just take profits and let that be the end of it. However, you're going to want to decide for yourself how low you want to set this trailing stop loss, just because the stock is so volatile, right? I mean, if we look here at $1.63, we came down here to $1.27 or so. You probably would have got sold out of your position at that point, right? So with penny stocks, I think personally it's more worthwhile to have a higher trailing stop loss, you know, maybe 15 to 20%, especially if you are already up. You know, if you got in at 80 cents, over 100% right now, nearing 200% if we can reach, you know, $2.40 by the end of the after hours. So I would consider that as a potential to secure your profits if you are worried about the stock tanking tomorrow in the trading hours. So I just wanted to give an update on JAGX. I hope that you guys were able to make a lot of money off of that, and I didn't do this by myself, guys. If it weren't for the community that we're building out here, you guys give me stock recommendations all the time, stocks that I did not have on my radar whatsoever, and all that I do is look at the technicals, right? If I didn't know the stock existed, there's no way that we could have made this happen. So I'm so grateful for the community out here. If you guys have stocks that you want me to check out, I do a daily subscriber requested stock every single day, and it's a great way for us to look into different potential for an easy money play, as Chris Sane would call it, or a good mid to long-term investment. Of course, I will tell you what I think of the stock, and we can make a move from there. So that is the update on Jaguar Health. I am going to play this out as a swing trade. I'm in at $1.13, and I'm going to ride it. I'm going to set my trailing stop loss to 20%, as I am up 70% right now. That way, if there is a little bit of a sell-off in the morning, I can continue to ride the train if there is going to be more upward pressure. So thank you for coming to the video. If you liked it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. I will try to get out at least one or two quick swing or day trade options for you guys, you know, not actual options, but like opportunities. I do try to do at least one or two a week just to have some fun in the market and make some quick cash. Lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month subscription fee for, and it is completely what I attribute growing from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in 17 days. So if you're a content creator, I would highly recommend it. It helps you optimize your thumbnail, your title, your tags. It helps your videos rank well in the YouTube algorithm. That way people can see what you're posting, and it has helped me immensely. So if you do click on the link and sign up, I do receive a commission, so it's a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested at all, that's totally fine. I'm just glad to have you here as a part of the community and a part of the crew. So that's what I have for the video today, my friends. Thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.